Do you want to count us down?
3, 2, 1, action.
Chris, when did we first meet?
1995, I think.
Nestled in the heart of Covent Garden, the Marquis of Granby has cemented its spot as one of London's top 15 pubs. In the last 15 years, the founder of MS Pub Group, Chris Scott, has been the leaseholder and operator of this iconic establishment.
And why don't you talk to us about what happened here at the Marquis?
Well, if you want to go to the start, when I first saw this place, there was a sign outside saying it was up for sale for the lease. And I tried to buy the leasehold, and they wouldn't accept it because they said it had been sold. And the sign didn't come down for months, so I then got back in touch with the agent, and I said, the sign's still there, what's going on? They said, well, the deal's just fallen through this afternoon. If you're still interested, come on board. Which I thought was probably the peak for this place, but obviously you changed a bit of that down the line when the Shaftesbury decided to sell the freehold. I didn't think I'd have a hell's chance of buying it, so I went to an agent called James Grimes, who I've known for many, many years, good friend, and he said, you've got to buy it, which is when I text you.
Yeah, I remember the text, Saturday morning.
Yeah. And all very exciting.
You know, my first thoughts were, you don't need an investor. And as you know, I went to dozens of funders, but there was one in particular that stood out, which was ORTUS. And ORTUS understand the sector very well because the owners of ORTUS also own a small pub chain. And in a nutshell, they lent against the marriage value, not the investment value. And that meant that we could finance 92% of the purchase price.
I had to get my head around that when he was telling me we were borrowing twice.
Correct.
Back to back.
Yeah.
And you had it all lined up and in plan. It took me a while to understand that, but of course now I'm out the other end.
You're a pro now. You can do what I do.
Now I'm just going to borrow as much as I can from everywhere.
While finalising the purchase, Graham also secured full credit-backed facilities with Metro Bank, enabling a commercial mortgage that exceeded the original purchase price. This strategic move allowed Chris to replenish his cash reserves, setting up the MS Pub Group for future opportunities. This successful deal highlights Empire Global Finance's expertise in securing optimal outcomes for our clients.
Hey Tommy, how you doing?
Yeah, good mate, you well?
Good. Obviously this pub, even though it's Chris's, but you've made it.
I've been very lucky with working for someone like Chris and John that they allow me to do a bit of that. I mean, run with it.
And you've, pretty much everything you see here, all the records and all the quirkiness of the Marquis is really your spin on this.
Yeah, we sort of went to town on it, like to mention the C word, but COVID lockdown. When that happened, I sort of started putting things downstairs. Basically, my missus moved in and she didn't want to wake up and see Liam Gallagher's face every morning. So we started moving stuff downstairs and they were cool with it. And the record player got here in the Christmas of 2015. I remember putting it down there and John coming down the stairs and seeing it and going, what's that there? And I was like, it's a record player. Let's have a go at it. Do you know what I mean? Let's give it a go. And he thankfully let me do it. And it's been there ever since, really, and it's gone bonkers.
Do you want to tell us about some of the acts that you've had in here and sort of some of the people you know?
Yeah, we've been lucky. I was in bands sort of all through my 20s, so when I first started putting live music on, I had almost like a catalogue of what I regarded as great musicians already. So we started, it's the social media, really. Do you know what I mean? We started putting all the live acts on Instagram and Facebook, and that's when, like, the elephant in the room in this pub happened, and Green Day got wind of the pub. They basically were in Soho one day and I see them, a picture of them in a clothes shop in Soho, and I messaged them saying, lads, if you're in Covent Garden area, come here, I'll get you a beer. And I didn't think they'd ever read it, but it turns out they did, and then been following the pub ever since. And then when they came to London, I got a message from their record company, and they basically told me a big American band wanted to play here. They didn't tell me who it was to start off with, but ever since then it's absolutely catapulted us onto the radar of every other band, really. I mean, that's going to be a memory of mine forever.
Graham's financial prowess allowed him to unlock additional value for the client beyond the initial scope of the deal. With our team's strategic insight, substantial banking background, and the strong relationships we've built over the years, Empire excels at helping clients to achieve their financial goals. often surpassing their expectations. Visit www.empireglobal.co.uk and see how we can become your partner in prosperity. Empire Global Finance, your dynamic, client-focused debt specialist.